Hi, my name's Tom. I am a content creator, a podcaster, and a shirt enthusiast, I suppose you'd say. I also go by the name of Exiled Seagull on Instagram and Twitter. I use the term Exiled Seagull because I was born and raised in Sussex in a town called Burgess Hill, but I moved up to the West Midlands about 10 years ago, so I now live about 200 miles away from Sussex, so I suppose you could say I am in exile. My first Brighton game was back in 1999 at the Withdean Stadium on Boxing Day. I went with my dad and my granddad. All I can remember was it was very cold. I've later found out it was against Barnet and the score was 1-1. I don't really remember much of it, if I'm being brutally honest. As I say, it was very cold and I was only about 9 years old. But no, that was my first experience of watching Brighton live and in the flesh. My favourite player, as I've said, I went to the Withdean when I was a kid, so for me it was all about watching Bobby Zamora. And Bobby Zamora has always been one of those iconic players. He was my first Brighton and Hove Albion idol. So Bobby Zamora is my favourite all-time player, but if I had to pick one from the more recent years, it'd probably be Lewis Dunk. I think he encapsulates the club's growth over time, the whole Withdean to Wembley ethos, and he just embodies that whole thing. So yeah, Bobby Zamora generally, but more recently Lewis Dunk. Favourite shirt? That's a tough one. And I'm not actually going to tell you. If you want to find out, you're going to have to subscribe to the channel. I'm going to be doing lots of videos like 5 favourite home shirts, 5 favourite away shirts, underrated shirts. So there's lots of content that's going to be coming at you, all in regards to Brighton and Hove Albion shirts. I own a lot. I think I own over 70, going back till 1979. I've got a few sort of like modern reproductions of older ones that were worn in the 50s. But yeah, I've got quite a lot of Brighton shirts. It's hard to pick one that is my favourite. But what I will say here is the 1999-2000 shirt, my first ever Brighton shirt, is always a shirt that has a soft spot. I absolutely love that shirt. As I say, it's my first ever one. I tell the story quite a lot on my podcast about rocking up to training as a kid wearing that shirt and being laughed at. Yeah, how things have changed, eh? But no, if you want to find out what my absolute favourite shirt is of all time, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and that's how you're going to find out. Thank you very much for watching this Q&A with me, Tom, aka the Exiled Seagull. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more content if you haven't done so already. And whilst you wait for more content to hit this channel, you can check out the Albion Obsessed podcast on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts from. You can also follow me on Instagram and Twitter, where I constantly post shirt pics and other things like that. A like rating is always appreciated, so if you do have the time to just drop a little like down there, that'd be fantastic. But either way, I'll see you next time. Take care.